Have you ever noticed that strange kind of silence? The one that lives just beneath all the noise of our modern lives. We scroll, we tap, we refresh, and in every single movement, there's this quiet desperation, a deep-seated need to not be left alone with ourselves. It's the great irony of our time, isn't it? We've never been so connected to everyone, and yet, somehow, we've never felt so profoundly unseen. Every notification is a tiny spark, a brief illusion that someone, somewhere, is thinking of us. And for just a second, that feels like enough. For a fleeting moment, the emptiness inside retreats. But it always comes back, doesn't it? And when it does, it's heavier, it's louder, and it starts asking questions we'd rather not answer. So, why are we so afraid of stillness? Why do we feel this compulsive need to fill every quiet moment with sound? Every pause with a distraction, every single breath with something new to consume. Maybe it's because when the world finally stops talking, the silence shows us the truth. We don't really know who we are without it. We've constructed this vast digital world that rewards visibility over depth, quick reactions over thoughtful reflection, and speed over genuine understanding. We tell ourselves we're searching for connection, but if we're honest, most of the time we're just searching for an escape. An escape from boredom, an escape from uncertainty, and most of all, an escape from ourselves. Our phone becomes this mirror that we can completely control. We only show the angles we like, share the thoughts that are safe, and express the feelings that are guaranteed to perform well. And slowly, almost without noticing, we begin to live more for the reflection than for the reality. We curate our lives into these perfect stories that never happened exactly that way. In doing so, we trade our authenticity for a little bit of digital approval. But connection without presence is just noise. 1,000 words typed, 100 hearts clicked, and still that same old ache of disconnection just lingers beneath it all. Because what we really want, what we've always wanted, is to be seen, not just scrolled past. To be understood, not just reacted to. The truth is, technology didn't create our emptiness. It only made it more visible. It just amplified the space inside us that we never learned how to fill with silence, with solitude, with our own thoughts. We crave constant input because we've been conditioned to think that quiet feels like absence, but it's not. Quiet is where meaning begins. Quiet is where we finally remember how to listen not to the world, but to ourselves. There's a strange, beautiful freedom in being unreachable, even for just a moment. In letting the phone rest on the table, in watching the sky without feeling the need to take a photo, in doing something not for display, but for the secret, simple joy of just being. The more we resist the urge to share every single thought, the more space we create for thoughts that actually matter. We were not made to live under this constant, glaring spotlight of exposure. The mind needs privacy to grow. It needs boredom to spark creativity. It needs silence to remember what it truly loves. But we have trained ourselves to fear that emptiness, to believe that if nothing is happening, we must be missing something important. When in truth, it's in those quiet moments, when nothing seems to be happening, that life quietly and gently returns to us. So maybe it's not more connection we need, but more attention. Not more content, but more consciousness. Not another screen, but simply another breath. Because behind all this relentless noise, there's a truth waiting for us. It is the understanding that the void we keep running from isn't some monster hiding in the dark. It is just a part of us that hasn't been heard in a very long time. It doesn't need to be filled with more stuff. It needs to be met. It needs to be understood. Maybe one day, we'll stop mistaking stimulation for connection. Maybe we'll remember that the most profound conversations we can ever have happen in silence, in the space between our thoughts and the stillness that holds them. Until then, the next time you reach for your phone, out of pure habit, just pause. For 1 second, ask yourself what you're really looking for. Maybe it's not another post, another voice, or another distraction. Maybe, just maybe, it's you waiting to be found again in the quiet. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this resonated with you, I'd be so grateful if you'd like and subscribe. Let's keep exploring these ideas together.